Hi Stampers, Rachel here from Rachthestamper.com. A little backstory first. We're going to make a beautiful Easter card with the Sweet Sayings stamp set tongue twister. And full disclosure here. So, I wanted to make this with you, my first rosette on camera, but I ruined so many. If you could see how many pieces of designer series paper are crying in my trash can right now because I could not make them work, it would embarrass me, so I'm not even going to show you. So I had to go back, rewatch a video, and figure it out, and I finally made one. Okay, but I didn't adhere it, and I'm going to make one with you so you can see it too, and hopefully not have a crying trash can full of paper that you are going to regret in the morning as well. So we're going to make a really pretty Easter card using the Sweet Sayings. We're going to use the Easter. And we're going to use a piece of peach parfait, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Sorry, 4 1/4 by 11, scored at 5 1/2. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm going to put this rosette to the side because I'm really going to show you how to make one this time. I'm hoping. Okay, so the key to it, from what I think I've established is, I don't know if any of these are long enough, is you need to have a piece that is 6 inches. So here we go, by 1.5 inches. So here's one. We can spare this one and see if we can get another one. No, of course not. Is that right? 1.5 inches? Is that what I said? Yes, 1.5 inches. See, I'm already second guessing myself. All right, let me see if I can find another one in this packet so I don't have to demolish another piece of, so sad, designer series paper. I'm going to put these little strips back in here. So this is the Falling in Love designer series paper. Very pretty, very soft backgroundy. So we're going to, let's see if I can find this other matching piece. Oh, and I hear footsteps. See if we can keep these to a minimum. That's it. Here we go. Okay, so we have one little piece left. So we'll try and make it out of this. That way we don't ruin it. So we're going to use a 6 inch by 1.5 piece. So I'm going to go ahead and cut 1.5. I'm going to try to keep the rest of this intact. So I'm just going to cut it to 6. So now I'm going to take this out and flip it. I'm going to move this to the 6. And now I'm going to just cut to 1.5 and it should pop right out. Easy peasy. Okay, let's hope this one goes better. Because if not, I'm officially going to quit making rosettes. Just kidding. I'll just have to practice on my paper that's not in anymore. Not in style, but, you know, not in the catalog. So anyway, I'm going to go back and say what I said before because you couldn't watch 15 minutes of that. I mean, I did that for 15 minutes and then I thought I have to stop this because people aren't going to be able to watch this a 4th time without saying unsubscribe. So technically, if you wanted to, you could cut yourself a 3-inch piece of paper. You could score it and then cut it in half, but I'm going to do it this way. So you want to take your Simply Scored scoring tool, use the small tip end because it gives a deeper groove, and you're going to score this every 1/4 inch all the way up the paper. So 1/4, half, 3/4, 1, keep following, you get the idea. And in the meantime, I'm going to talk to you about the annual catalog. So if you don't know already, the annual catalog ends May 31st, 2017. Celebration ends March 31st, 2017. So if you've been waiting to get something free, you need to get on it now because a lot of the stuff does sell out and they don't make anymore. That's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. So what I've been doing is kind of looking back into the annual catalog of things that I might have, like, you know, slipped past you when you were in your blaze of glory glossing through the catalog quickly, kind of, which is the way I usually do. And that's how I found this Sweet Saying stamp set. It was really cute. It's very versatile. It matches a lot of the other stamp sets in the catalog, so that's pretty cool. And they had one that was a Christmas one, Sweet Seasons. I love that one. It had Thanksgiving, Halloween, Christmas. Really fun. So I was like, I want to get this. So I got that recently, but it came while I was on vacation. Get a little too crazy with my score in there. So I've been kind of trying to get a couple of cards made so you guys would have some new videos so you don't get tired of the old ones. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to just accordion fold this all the way across. Pretty simple. Just keep pinching as you go. If you pinch it does give you a nice deep fold, so it'll make your rosette look really pretty, you know, once we actually finish one. Just kidding. That's how I felt though a few minutes ago, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so we're gonna give that a nice squeeze, and then we're gonna do the same thing with this one. So this one we're gonna fold opposite though, so we're gonna fold down because they have to meet up with glue, so you do want them to be opposite. So if you start with one going up, like the end going up, then the next one do it down. So just keep folding. Let's see, I'm already getting a little crazy ahead of myself. There we go. So the annual catalog has some really pretty things in it. The in colors will be coming to an end as well. So that is Watermelon Wonder, Cucumber Crush, Tip Top Taupe, Mint Macaron, and Delightful Dijon. That's the one I missed. So if you want any of those, the last time Blackberry Bliss sold out way before people expected it to. So if there's a color that you like, make sure you get it now before it's gone. Otherwise you're going to be getting it on eBay and it's going to be astronomical and you're going to kick yourself and you're going to be tempted to buy it anyway, kind of like I used to, before I realized that, you know, these things might sell out. People really, really like a lot of these colors. Now, there is the very slim chance, so I'm just pinching this just to let the glue dry. Just for a second. There is a very slim chance that Stampin' Up! Could possibly add one of these colors to one of like the regular colors. However, then we're going to lose a color. We don't know which one. And we don't really know. I mean, there's no guarantee. That's just me hypothesizing. It could happen, it could not, but like a lot of times, like every couple years, they'll change out a couple colors, but they really did it kind of not so long ago. So I have glue all over my fingers. So it's probably not necessarily the year for it. Okay, so now that you have your little cupcake looking rosette, once you let your glue dry, I do want to let this just dry for a minute. All you do, let's hope by the magic of me messing so many up that somewhere somebody's looking out on me, is you push the center down. Oh, hallelujah, I cannot believe it. So that's it. You push the center down, but you do need to adhere it to something. So now we have 2 rosettes. So what we're going to do with all of these little millions of scrap pieces left, I have a piece of, I think I got such a flurry, I threw my other one away. Oh, here it is. We have a piece of scrap. So we're just going to punch a 1-inch circle punch. You could do 1, 1 1/4. You don't want it to be too big. But I'm going to take some fast fuse and put it in the center here. Oh, let's see if I can do this without ruining it. Here's my little mat. And I'm going to just make both of these. Make myself proud of myself. And so you have your little circle. I set this one here too. And now you're going to take your rosette. Oh, come on. And this is turned into so much longer of a card than I intended for it to be. It's no joke taking me probably 45 minutes to make a rosette. And I only made 2 correctly out of the 12 I probably threw away. So you're going to push this down. Oh, Dina, you made this look so much easier than it was. I've been wanting to make these for like a super long time. And I couldn't figure out how to make them. So I saw them on a video and I was like, oh, I'm going to make that. We're going to put this right here. Watch, we're going to pop it down right on our little circle. That way it stays. Well, theoretically we are. Apparently, the stamping gods are not looking fondly upon me today. Come on, there we go. Oh, whew. That is like the longest thing ever. Okay, so there you go. If you wanted to, you could actually put this on top so you can make a little flower, but oh heavens, come on. Maybe I should have used my Tombow liquid glue. Let me push this down just a little bit more. All right, and what I'm going to do while I'm at it is I'm going to add a little more fast fuse to this one so I have a little more space to cover. As you can see, Rachel and Rosette do not go hand in hand. Okay, let me push this one down. Let's see if I can move it over there without making too much of a fool of myself. Okay, I'm going to give this a good push. See if we can make that stick. I'm pushing from the front and the back. Oh, please. Please, 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 just let this stay. Okay. So what I'm going to do for a second while we work on the rest of this card is I'm going to take this punch and I'm going to set it on there just to give it a little weight to push. So I'm going to move these over here. I'm going to let that sit there. Put this there too. There we go. Just for a moment. So we're going to take our Peekaboo Peach and we're going to take our Easter stamp. We've finally pulled this out. It's brand new. So I was trying to make this like on the fly. Look at this card, how quick you can make it. And look what it took me, 50 hours to make one Easter card. So instead of using like peach, since this does have a little blue, how about if we do soft? Is that soft sky that's in that? So I don't know if you've ever noticed this or not, but I'm going to show you just in case while we're waiting. But on the backs, whoopsie, on the back of your paper pack, I have these, if you haven't noticed, in a 12 by 12 sheet protector. I saw this, Sarah does this with hers, because you can put the little description in the back and it tells you what it matches. It says soft sky. I thought it might be pool party. So it tells you all the colors that coordinate with whatever pack you have. So I always keep those. Very handy. So we're going to do soft sky. And let's see. We're going to stamp our image. If you have a brand new stamp set that you've never used before, you want to stamp off once. Make sure you get all the yuckies off. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and stamp this. Oh, did a smudgy. All right, let's clean this off. Start over again. Just flip it over. Okay, let's try that again. Ah, daggone it. All right, you know what? I'm rocking this and I need to stop. So we're going to come over here, fresh side, just press. See, you can always learn something. So when I was doing mine, I was rocking it and I got these little ridges on the edge here. And we don't want ridges on our beautiful card after it took us 858 years to make it. So we're going to cut this out with, I'm going to do the circles. Just bear with me one second. I'm going to step over here. You can do the stitched circles or the stitched shapes. I bet that'll be pretty. Let's see. I don't know if it'll fit though, so let's see if it fits. You could do, if it'll fit in there. Oh, that'll fit beautifully. The stitch shapes. So that's the square. So we're going to just put it, square on circle though. Eesh. I don't know if that'll look so good. Let's see. And this will fit in there. Okay, we'll do so we're going to do the largest circle. Square would have fit really nicely, but then square and a circle, I don't know how that would have looked together. So we'll do this. I know, this is a lot. This is a lot to expect you guys to watch. All right, so I'm going to move this off. So here are our rosettes. I'm going to set them. We're only going to use one. I just adhered the two to give myself a little practice. So let me go ahead and move this out of the way. I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. And I believe I need my thin die adapter. And I have a cutting plate. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my circle on. You could use the magnetic one if you'd like, but this should be fine just as it is. Okay, so I'm going to just put this on here, hold them together, and get this so it's level. Crank it through. So the stitched framelits actually cut out your circle and they give you this nice stitched edge around it. It looks really, really pretty. So let me just move these out of the way. Okay. And let's see how this is going to come together. All right, so this one still doesn't want to stick as well as I want it to. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this off just for a moment. Even though I'm peeling against. And I'm going to actually go ahead and put a little bit of Tombow on here as well. So, you know, just in case, never give up. Put your little thing back together and put it back on. And maybe that will make it stick a little better. I am all about, yeah, see this one popped off. I'm all about trying to not throw something away because I am extremely thrifty when it comes to, I'm going to just set this here for a sec, just to give that some weight. I'm extremely thrifty when it comes to my cardstock. I do not like throwing things away, especially paper. And anyone who knows me can attest to the fact that I am a designer series and cardstock hoarder. I love it. I always think I need more, even though I may have 2 packets. That's just not enough. All right, so I'm going to move this right here. Oops, come on. Excuse me. This has turned into like the video from you know where. Now I'm going to have a coughing fit in the middle, watch. Excuse me. You know why? It's hot in here. I'm getting flustered. Excuse me. All right, I'm going to hold this one here just for a moment. I promise, I'm trying to make this less than 20 minutes. I'm going to try and finish this really quickly and just hope it looks still pretty. Okay, let's take this off of there for a sec. Look, now it's probably stuck. Okay, we're going to set this one on here for a moment. All right, so let's come on back over here. And we have our little rosette. And now that's almost going to cover it up, isn't it? That is just... I don't know that I like it. See, I went through all this trouble to make this darn rosette. And it's just not turning... It looks like an award. An award for Easter. I mean, that would be great for like a graduation card, but... I don't really think I like it. I do like the rosette, but I just don't think the way it turned out is going with this Easter-y kind of theme of a card. So after all that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece, again, of this paper. I'm going to grab my trimmer. I'm going to set this over on the side. Move this out of the way, and I'm going to trim a piece, and I'm going to go with 4 by 3.5, so 3.5, go to 4, I think I just did 4 by 4, didn't I? Yeah, that's not really what I wanted. You know what? At this point, I think it'll be okay. 4 by 4. Okay, let me just smidge this up a little bit. All right, so don't mind me sitting back here talking to myself. I changed my mind after all that work with the rosette and filming this 400 times. I'm going to go with this instead because I think it's prettier, and we're going to just add something else to this instead, which now I could have gone with the square. Wishing you the beautiful blessings of Easter. So I think I might do it anyway. Let's try it. I think at the end of this, I'm going to say, anyone who has watched all the way through the end of this video, and I'm going to leave a keyword for you to leave a comment, I'm going to enter you to win a prize if you made it through this whole thing. Because this is like a marathon. Card marathon. All right, let me quickly, I'm going to just trim this down just with my scissors so I can fit it through the Big Shot. I'm going to give the keyword at the end. I'm going to do that. You know what? I'm going to give something away. If you have watched this video all the way to the end, you're going to have to listen for the secret word. I'm not going to tell you now. But I'm going to give you a prize. I'm going to enter whoever leaves this comment on my YouTube page after finishing watching this 8,000 year long video. I'm going to enter you to win a stamp set. I'm not determined which one it is yet, but I will give you something for sticking around. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm just going to put this through the Big Shot. So what I did is I just switched over to the square stitch shape since I thought it matched better, which is very pretty. So I'm just going to put this on the side, get this out of the way, stop talking, and wrap it up, Rachel. Yeah, prettier. See? Square, square, square. Well, rectangle. You get the idea. Okay, now we're going to need a little ribbon because this needs a little something. That's pretty. That is the 3-stitch satin ribbon. This would look pretty too. This is from the Succulents. I like that better. We're going to go with that. It's a little softer. And what else? God, could we make a little... You know what? We're going to take a little piece of this and we're going to make a little bow. And make this. I am going to make this card work. Okay, so I'm going to trim the end here. So if you want to use this burlap ribbon instead of in a long piece as it is, what you're going to do is you're just going to go along and kind of trim the edge here to just get yourself a piece to pull. And then kind of just pull it. Try not to get this all over the card. There's these little tiny fibers in between. So if you can cut and pull this apart. Sorry, this is making it look much more difficult than it is. It's really not this hard. Okay. I think I deserve a prize at the end of this video now that I'm thinking about it. This would be so much more fun if it was Facebook Live. Everybody could drink their favorite beverage every time I have to restart a rosette. Of course, no one may be watching the video because it'll all be on the floor. Alright, so you're going to pull this apart after all that. You do want to take and kind of just get these little bits off, just like that. Okay, and then you can kind of just dust this to the side. Put this in your little trash bin. Okay, I'm going to take this. We're going to make ourselves a little bow. Okay, just like that. I'm going to trim it, make it look a little neater. Okay, pretty. All right, let's see if we can bring this home. So what we're going to do is we're going to put, I think we're going to wrap. I'm going to wrap it around this one. So I'm going to put a little bit of, I'll go with some snail. Oh, of course my snail ran out too. You know, wouldn't be this video. Maybe I should change my title to Get Real Stampin' with Rach. Because if this isn't real, my goodness, I do not know what else is. This is, I know it feels like one of the longest videos, even though this is pretty short, but it's because I filmed it 8,000 times. Okay, I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of this. I can locate them. I hope this ends up being a pretty card, or I'm going to be pretty sad. Alright, so dimensionals. Okay, we're going to put this onto our base. Alright, and then we have our little... Oh, look how pretty. That's really pretty. And then I'm going to put this, I think, down here at the bottom. And I'm going to do this with a mini glue dot, if I can locate them. I think they're over here. Let's see. Nope. That's not it. Okay, here's one. Alright. I usually use Stampin' Up, but I ran out and I forgot to order. So this is going to go flat. I'm going to put this with some fast fuse. Oops. Oh my goodness, I am just... I call it quits today, I think. Okay. And I'm going to add this down here. And I'm going to add, I think. I know, you know, sometimes you add, but I think I'm going to add and find my little, I have my little white, my perfect white accents, but I think I might have, yeah, dropped them. Here they are. I'm just going to add a couple of these. Just to give a little some. These are kind of pretty because they're not too, oh, is it adhesive? No, they're not too blingy. I think they're pretty. I hope you like this card. I'm sorry it took 45 hours for me to make it. And look, my rosettes are still popping apart. I'm telling you, I think I need to call it quits. No more rosettes for me. Either that or I need to use some crazy glue when I'm adhering my rosettes together. This one's still hanging in there though. Well, I thank you greatly for sticking with me through this whole entire video. If you'd like to make this and not have it take 65 hours like me, you can go to my online store 24/7, rachthestamper.stampinup.net, and you'll be able to find all these supplies and more in my online store. I will post this to my blog eventually when I have the strength to type up what it is that I did to make it. How funny is that? Really though, rosettes are not that difficult, but apparently they just are for me. So, thanks for sticking by to watch, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. And I'm going to tell you, if you have stayed this long and you enter on the YouTube video, Rudolph, I will enter whoever is in a contest. I will give you through March 31st to put Rudolph in this video only, in the comments. And whoever does, I will enter your name and I will send you a free stamp set for putting up with watching me. So thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you haven't already, please subscribe to Rach the Stamper. Don't let this be the one and only video that threw you away from me. I promise I do really good work the most of the time. The majority of the time, the rest of the time, I'm so upset I can't even speak anymore. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day.